It's probably pretty trite to say that, knowing yourself is really important, but I think I learned that lesson was especially valuable when I was starting Aidin a long time ago. I remember sitting down with my boss at the time, actually at the firm that I was working at, and he was really trying to convince me to not do this, and laying out all the reasons why. And it was the first time that I kind of really, as a pretty young professional, realized, oh my gosh, these are all of his reasons why he wouldn't start this business, but they're not my reasons. And that I actually really, I know exactly what I want to do. This is my dream and I see it coming together. And so I hear you. Everything that you've said is valid and true, but it's just not my truth and it's not for me. And learning that lesson kind of day one, which gave me the courage to go ahead and move forward and leave that job and start Aidin, was the same lesson that I used over and over again in the early days where I was, frequently seeking professional input from experts in healthcare to know, hey, what should we do there? What's the right approach here? And it was essential to understand that a lot of that advice was not for me, but was for the person who was giving it to me. And being able to filter through that to understand what are the pieces of wisdom here that really do apply to my mission, is something that I wish for everybody to hold on to. There's a book that I read, a good many years after starting Aidin that realized, oh my gosh, this book is exactly about what we're doing. And it was an incredible experience to find it so long into the journey. But the book is called Reinventing Organizations, and it's by a McKinsey consultant named Frederic Laloux. And the book is all about just that technology enables us to work together in different and new ways, and really explores the evolution of technology alongside how people have organized themselves to get things done. At Aidin, really where the book comes into play is it's really digging into what does it mean to be an organization that really is run by software, and what kind of scale and efficiency does that allow us as employees to have jobs that are bigger than just getting tasks done. So much of our task work can really be assigned to computers and machines and programs. And what that leaves behind is really interesting jobs that have a lot of components required to them. It requires creativity and strategy, requires a plan to implement, and requires the ability to track and see the outcome. But here at Aidin, that whole process for creating something and seeing it through to fruition and success is going to be one person's responsibility. And we think that there's a lot of opportunity to really engender a lot of roles out there with much more responsibility and much more interesting thinking. There's so many jobs for people in healthcare that really aren't fit for people, and really we want to create jobs for people that really speak to the maximum contribution that we all have to make. My guilty pleasures. I have a sweet tooth and I live in Brooklyn, New York. And that means that, there is access to all sorts of sweets all the time, which I love and I take advantage of. But I was kind of recently one-upped when I learned that a bakery that I frequently would go to, good like half-mile walk, so get a good walk in, get a cupcake, have a good exchange, realized that the delivery service in my area now delivers from that bakery and they do it until like 11 p.m. at night. So now not only is that cupcake available at all hours, but it doesn't even have a walk involved. And I needed that walk. So that's been a guilty pleasure I've been enjoying. We'll see how much longer I can get away with it.